What if I told you that one of the world's greatest farmers isn't a human, but a tiny ant? These incredible insects can carry leaves many times their own size, build vast underground cities, grow their own food, and organize millions of workers with astonishing precision. And the most surprising part? They don't even eat the leaves they spend all day carrying. It may sound unbelievable, but everything you're about to discover is real. Today, we're exploring the amazing world of leafcutter ants, one of nature's greatest engineering masterpieces. At first glance, they may look like ordinary ants, walking through the forest with pieces of green leaves above their heads. But behind that simple image lies one of the most advanced societies on Earth. Scientists have spent decades studying these tiny insects because their colonies operate with a level of organization that rivals human cities. Every ant has a specific job. Some workers spend hours cutting fresh leaves from plants. Others transport those leaves back to the nest. Some care for the young larvae, while others protect the colony from danger. Deep inside the nest lives the queen, whose only mission is to produce thousands of eggs that keep the entire colony alive. But here's the incredible secret. Leafcutter ants never eat the leaves they collect. Instead, they use them to grow a special fungus that serves as the colony's primary food source. In other words, millions of years before humans invented agriculture, these tiny insects were already farming their own food. Every leaf that enters the nest is carefully cut into tiny pieces by different workers. The material is mixed, cleaned, and arranged to create the perfect environment for the fungus to grow. Without this fungus, the colony could not survive. That's why the ants protect it with extraordinary care. Watching a line of leafcutter ants carrying giant green leaves is like watching a perfectly organized supply chain. Each ant follows invisible chemical trails called pheromones, allowing millions of individuals to travel efficiently between the forest and the nest without getting lost. Some colonies contain millions of ants, all working day and night with remarkable coordination. And yet, this is only the beginning. In the next part, you'll discover how these tiny engineers build enormous underground cities with natural ventilation systems that continue to amaze scientists around the world. Beneath the forest floor lies one of the most extraordinary cities ever built by animals. At first glance, a leafcutter ant nest may look like nothing more than a small mound of dirt, but hidden underground is a vast network of tunnels and chambers that can stretch for many meters and house millions of ants. Each chamber has a specific purpose. Some are dedicated to growing the fungus that feeds the colony. Others serve as nurseries where young larvae are carefully raised. There are special rooms for the queen, storage areas for plant material, and even separate chambers where waste is placed to keep the rest of the colony clean and healthy. Nothing is left to chance. One of the most fascinating discoveries is that these tiny insects create natural ventilation systems. The tunnels are arranged in a way that allows fresh air to circulate throughout the nest. This keeps the temperature and humidity stable, creating the perfect conditions for the fungus to grow. Engineers have studied these nests for years because their design solves problems that humans also face when constructing large underground structures. Even more remarkable is that no single ant is in charge of the construction. There is no architect giving orders. Instead, each ant follows simple behavioral rules. When millions of ants repeat those simple actions together, they create an incredibly organized and efficient city. Communication is another amazing part of their success. Leafcutter ants rely on chemical signals called pheromones. These invisible scent trails guide workers to food sources, warn of danger, and help every ant find its way back home. If a path becomes blocked by a fallen branch or another obstacle, the workers quickly explore new routes. As soon as one ant finds a better path, it lays down a fresh pheromone trail. Within minutes, thousands of other ants begin following the new route without confusion. Their ability to adapt is astonishing. Scientists have even used the behavior of leafcutter ants to inspire computer programs that solve traffic, transportation, and delivery problems more efficiently. Another fascinating fact is that not every worker looks the same. Some ants are small and spend their lives caring for the fungus and the larvae. Medium-sized workers cut and carry leaves through the forest. The largest ants serve as powerful soldiers, using their massive jaws to defend the colony from predators. Each individual performs the task it is best suited for, allowing the entire colony to function like a perfectly synchronized machine. And yet, The greatest secrets of leafcutter ants are still waiting to be discovered. In the next part, you'll learn how these tiny insects fight invisible enemies, protect their precious fungus, and cooperate so perfectly that scientists compare the entire colony to a single living superorganism. Life inside a leafcutter ant colony is far from peaceful. Every single day, these tiny insects face dangers that could destroy everything they have spent years building. Predators, parasites, rival ant colonies, heavy rain, and deadly fungi all threaten their survival. To defend their home, leafcutter ants rely on a powerful army of soldier ants. These soldiers are much larger than the ordinary workers and possess enormous jaws, capable of delivering powerful bites. Their mission is simple but essential. They guard the entrances to the nest, patrol the trails where workers carry leaves, and attack anything that threatens the colony. But surprisingly, their greatest enemy isn't always another animal. Sometimes the biggest danger is completely invisible. The fungus that feeds the colony can be attacked by harmful bacteria and parasitic fungi. If those diseases spread through the underground gardens, millions of ants could lose their only source of food. To prevent this disaster, leafcutter ants have developed an incredible defense system. Worker ants constantly inspect and clean the fungus gardens. Any infected material is immediately removed and carried to special waste chambers located far away from the healthy fungus. Scientists have also discovered that certain leafcutter ants produce natural antimicrobial substances on their bodies. These compounds help slow the growth of dangerous microorganisms and keep the fungus healthy. Researchers are studying these natural chemicals because they may inspire new medicines in the future. Another fascinating fact is how perfectly these ants cooperate. When one worker encounters an object that is too heavy or too large to move alone, it doesn't waste energy trying endlessly. Instead, other workers quickly join in. Without anyone giving orders, dozens of ants begin working, together with incredible precision, until the obstacle is moved. This remarkable teamwork has inspired engineers, roboticists, and computer scientists around the world. Some modern computer algorithms used to optimize transportation networks, delivery routes, and even internet traffic were inspired by the collective behavior of ants. Perhaps the most astonishing thing of all is that the colony behaves almost like a single living organism. But together, millions of ants create something far greater than the sum of their parts. They farm, build, defend, communicate, adapt, and solve problems without a central leader controlling every action. The more scientists study leafcutter ants, the more they realize these tiny insects may be among the greatest masters of cooperation on Earth. And believe it or not, the most incredible secret of all is still waiting. In the final part, you'll discover how one single queen can build a colony of millions, why leafcutter ants have survived for millions of years, and what humans can learn from one of nature's most extraordinary civilizations. At the very center of every leafcutter ant colony lives the most important individual of all, the queen. Unlike the workers and soldiers, she has only one mission: to ensure the survival of the colony. A healthy queen can lay thousands of eggs in a single day, producing the next generation of workers that will build, defend, and expand the underground city. But every great colony begins with just one queen. After her mating flight, she lands on the ground, sheds her wings, and searches for a safe place to begin a new colony. Before leaving her original nest, she carries a tiny piece of the special fungus that her future colony will depend on. This tiny fungus is one of the most valuable things she owns. Without it, the new colony would have no food. She digs a small underground chamber, carefully places the fungus inside, lays her first eggs, and waits. During the first weeks, she is completely alone. She protects the fungus, cares for the eggs, and survives using the energy stored inside her own body. When the first worker ants finally hatch, everything changes. From that moment on, the workers take over the daily tasks, allowing the queen to focus entirely on producing new generations. Over the years, the colony continues to grow. Thousands become hundreds of thousands become millions. Together, they create one of the most successful societies in the natural world. What makes leafcutter ants truly extraordinary isn't their strength. It isn't their size. It's their ability to cooperate. No single ant could build an underground city. No single ant could grow food, defend the colony, raise the young, and maintain the fungus at the same time. But when millions of individuals each perform one small task, they achieve something truly remarkable. This incredible cooperation has inspired scientists, engineers, and robotics experts for decades. By studying ants, researchers have developed new ideas for artificial intelligence. If you enjoyed discovering the incredible world of leafcutter ants, please like this video, share it with someone who loves nature, and tell us in the comments which ant fact amazed you the most. Don't forget to subscribe to Amazing Facts and turn on notifications so you never miss another journey into the hidden wonders of our planet. Thank you for watching, and remember, the greatest mysteries of nature are often found in its smallest creatures.